welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Mondo Catwoman 1/6L exclusive figure. And this is based on Catwoman from Batman the Animated Series, which is my all-time favorite television series. Now I must admit this is the my first figure from Mondo, so I have never gotten any of their products before. But I already have my eyes on picking up this Catwoman, because they actually have a couple of other figures I'm interested in picking up too, you know. Now of course this is based on Catwoman from Batman the Animated Series, and I have like all 4 volumes of the series right here, like on DVD, like the complete series. I actually have all 4 of these, like on DVD. Then I also have Batman the Mask of the Phantasm too, like right here on DVD too as well. Now I know of course she wasn't in that, you know, but I'm just giving that a shot. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about picking this on up. Like I said, this is my first figure from Mondo, so right now I'm going to go ahead and get into this right now. So as you can see, this is the box that contains the Catwoman figure. And this is a Mondo figure, you know, so I can say I'm new to these. I like the box art with Catwoman right on the front. I like how she has a chain. You can even see the bat symbol on the chain too. I think that's kind of cool. They also have like an image of her on the box. And it also says Catwoman too right there as well on the side. And this is how you know that it's an exclusive figure too right here. It says it right there. I also noticed that they actually said it on my box too. It says like exclusive. And of course it has like the bat symbol right here on the back too as well. Because on the back it says Batman the Animated Series. So right there you can see that's what it was actually based on. You can also open this too. It has like a window style unboxing, so you can see the actual figure. As you can see, they have this in here too. Like on the inside, you can see the accessories and stuff that she has. Plus, it has like a little read up right here too. Let's see what it says. Yeah, it says, don't tell me you're my very own private probation officer. How often would you like me to check in? And I guess that was Catwoman that had said that, you know. And I see they had this actually strapped up with like a Velcro, you know. So I'm going to open this on up. I noticed that Catwoman also has this background, like inside her box too. Like it says like police right down the blimps. That's kind of cool. Each one of them says police on it. If you look closely. And then here again is the actual figure. Like on the inside, like the accessories and so on. So I'm going to see if I can just open this on up. I think they got it like taped up. Before I get to the Catwoman figure, I actually want to touch on her actual display stand that she has right here. And it's right here, as you can see, is the actual stand that you actually put them on. This is my favorite bat symbol too as well, you know. That this is cool. And you can see the socket right there where you actually stick the this right here inside of the U stand, the U neck piece. I think that's what they call it. So I guess what you would do is just take this, and of course, you know, if you want, you got to have it front where, you know, so it can be like Catwoman gonna be standing in the front. And you can see the bottom of it right there. You just slide it on in. So I'm gonna see how easy it goes in. Kind of some of them be hard, you know. Yep, it went in. So there's like your stand for Catwoman, and of course you got the adjustable U piece right there too, the U neck piece. I think that's what they call them. Alright, I already like the stand. I think it's cool. This is my favorite bat symbol. Alright. Okay, as you can see, there's the Mondo Catwoman figure. So what I'm gonna do is actually measure her. Now she's on the stand, so I'm going to just measure her like on the stand itself. And she's like just over 11 inches, like in height. But I actually have her on the stand too, so she is like over 11 inches. So I go and talk about the articulation. Now I must admit, and I did hear this in like other reviews, I do notice that her stand is actually kind of loose. Like it's actually kind of loose the way it is. So it's like, it's not really even holding her. You actually have to bring this piece up, like the actual neck piece for her, to actually hold her. So you actually have to bring that up to actually hold her if you want, I just wanted to touch on that. I never seen one like that before, so I think that's kind of odd, or Now she does stand too, but it's like she's kind of she seems to be kind of like loose, like I noticed. But she does stand though, as you can see. I can tell that she has like a loose like body, But I think the likeness to the Batman animated series show is just superb. It looks pretty good, So I think they did a good job on this. Kind of her eyes are even that color, So I think they did a good job on the sculpting of that. It does like the figure is like loose too. You can turn like her head, She can look up. She can look down too as well. So I think they did a pretty good job on the sculpting. And she can even tilt her hair like that too as well. I think the body looks good too. Like her actual body looks nice. And she also has like this belt on, I think that's kind of cool. It looks like it's kind of loose. It is like a separate piece, it's not actually painted on her. This is like a separate piece that's around Catwoman's waist. Now another thing, being that this is based on the animated series, you can see all like these like highlights, like these lines, because they're trying to reflect how I looked at it in the cartoon. Like if you say those grays and blacks, it's trying to reflect how she looked at in the cartoon, as if it's like animated. And here's her legs, I do notice that she seems to be kind of loose too. Like I noticed, Now her arms can go out like this. Now I notice that as usual with like a lot of these figures, you have that one arm that's kind of like stiff, but she does have a bend at the elbow. And it's pretty loose too, as you can see. It's loose. Hand can turn too as well. I notice his arm on his seems to be kind of tight, I don't want to force it too much. And of course, Catwoman can do the split, and she's real loose, like I say, like see like that, like you can shake it, like she's kind of loose, like I notice. Then the leg can bend up too as well. Feet can turn, ankle rock. She has all that, lost articulation, But I do notice, like I said, that she seems to be so loose, that you would actually have to use the stand to actually stand her, She also can bend like that too. It's like you really would need like the stand, to actually stand her. Man, she's like so like loose, but she does stand though. I think this is awesome too. Now what I want to do is talk about the actual accessories that come with the Catwoman figure. Now being that this is the exclusive version that I have, because they have a standard version too, Mondo. This right here is the actual exclusive cat ISIS, that comes with Catwoman. And I think they did a good job on this. It really does like how the cat looks on the show. I think that's cool. It's so awesome to actually be able to have this cat too as well, ISIS. Now I think this one is known as the lounging version too. And this is only with the exclusive version of Catwoman. But what you can actually do with this one, if you want, you can actually put it around her neck right there like that, as you can see. Let me get a close-up shot. So you can actually put ISIS around her neck like that. So I think that's kind of cool. And he sits comfortably too. He or she, I forget what it was. But yeah, the cat sits comfortably around her shoulders there. Then, and this is only exclusive tech. This is the exclusive version, So you can't only get this at the Mondo store, Because Sideshow has these two as well. And then you also have this other version. Now I do notice like he doesn't sit up, What she does is sit up the cat. But here's the standard version. Like this would come with the standard version of the cat too as well, as you can see. So I think this would be kind of cool to have too, just to have sitting around Catwoman. I think that's awesome. And I like to have ices around her shoulders too, you know, I must admit her. The next accessories that come with Catwoman are her actual 2 whips right here. Now you get one whip that's actually like this, which I think is so cool. You can actually keep it like this, like she has it like folded up. And I think this is a nice looking material too. And as you can see, that's about as far as you can pull the whip out, you know. Because there's no question I have her like this sometimes, you know, with just the whip like hanging in her hand. But then she also gets this whip right here, which is actually like full whip, you know. That actually stretches out completely. Now I must admit, it would have been cool, but it's okay if they had put like a bendable wire in this where you can bend it, you know. And it also has like that thread at the end too as well. But I think it would have been kind of cool if they had like a bendable wire here like Mondo, but it's just a simple whip. So it doesn't have like a bendable wire in it, you know. It just hangs, so you can't bend this in any kind of different way, you know. But it still is cool. At least we get one like this, you know, but you can just hang in her hand. I think that's awesome that they did give us like 2 different whips, you know. Now what I want to do is talk about the actual accessories, other accessories that come with the Catwoman figure. Now she actually has like a total of like 8 hands, you know, but it's actually like a total of 10 hands all together. So the first one she has are these 2 open palm hands. Now I must admit these are kind of cool because you got a left and then you got a right one, and they also have like that animated style like line on it right there. So I think these kind of cool. Then you got 2 like gripping hands, as you can see. Then you get now this is what I think is kind of cool about this figure. They give you actually claw hands, so you actually got like a hands with like nails, and like when Catwoman make her claws come out. So I think that's kind of cool. And she actually has 2 palm like type hands with the cat claws on it. So I think that's cool. That's awesome that they did that, you know. Because now you can actually put on like hands with the actual her claws on it. So I think that's kind of cool. Then you get 2 more claw hands too. So you actually have like 4 of these, like 4 hands with claws. Now these are like claw hands too. So you get like 4 hands that actually have like claws on, like the actual nails on them, you know. I think that's kind of cool. And then like 4 separate hands with no nails on it. But it's like a total of like 10 hands all together, you know. So I think that's kind of cool that we got some like nail type hands. I think that's awesome. And it's a hand for each hand too. You got like a left and a right hand for each set. So you got your claw hands, like it's a left and right. Regular hands, left and right. So it's like a left and right hand for each set. So I do think that's awesome. Now, as I continue on through the Catwoman figure from Mondo, the next exclusive item, because she only gets 2 exclusive items that are exclusive only to her, and these are only on the Mondo website. That's the only place you can get the exclusive Catwoman figure. This is her actual exclusive head, and of course this is Selena Kyle. I think this is a nice, awesome portrait of Selena Kyle. You know, it looks cool. I think this is awesome. I'm glad to actually have a Catwoman where I actually can put her face on and not just the masses. Because if you get the standard version, you know, it wouldn't have like the Selena Kyle like face sculpt. It would just only have like the Catwoman with her mask on. Because there's no question I display her like this sometimes. So I think this is a nice sculpt. And then Catwoman also has 2 alternate heads with the mask on it. So you have one like this where she's kind of kind of like growling like. Then you also have a smiling one. Now this is probably what I actually probably have on her most of the time. With the smile on her face, I like that one. So she has a total. Now these would be the only ones that would come with the actual standard version. If you got the standard version, which is like available on Sideshow, you know. But if you get like the actual exclusive version, which is only available on Mondo, she would actually have like this head too as well, like the Selena Kyle face sculpt along with these. So if you got the exclusive version, she would have like a total of 4 heads. But if you have like just the standard version, it would be like just a total of 3 heads altogether. And this here, as you can see, is Selena Kyle with the actual this head sculpt on there. So yeah, there's no question I'll be displaying her like this. at times, you know. And the next accessories that come with the Mondo Catwoman figure is this actual jewel necklace right here. This is another one I think looks pretty cool. It even has like the diamond, I think that's what that's called, right there hanging from it, you know, the pearls around the chain, and that's awesome accessory. Then the next one she has is this large diamond right now. I think this is cool too. It's kind of hard to actually show it. There it is. It's kind of hard to really show it. Then she also has her spy camera too as well right here. I do remember some of the episodes where she did use this too. Her actual spy camera. That is kind of cool. And then she has this right here. Now this is probably why I probably display her with sometimes. Probably most of the time. It's like her bag of loot. I think this is an awesome accessory. This is like she just made like a steal. Like she just stole like a bag with like jewels, you know, some stuff like that. Man, that's kind of cool. And they call it bag of loot. Then she has an accessory that goes with Batman, you know. She has the actual bat cuffs. Right here, as you can see. These are Batman cuffs. So you can actually put Catwoman's hand in the bat cuffs. Like when he locks her up. Okay, that's the Mondo Catwoman 1/6 scale figure. This is based on Batman animated series, and this is the exclusive version that I have too as well. So this exclusive version, which includes like the alternate Selena Kyle head and another Isis cat, which is a female cat, by the way. Those are exclusive and they are only available on the Mondo website. But the actual standard version of the Catwoman from Mondo is on Mondo too as well, and also on Sideshow Collectibles. So you can get this like on Sideshow Collectibles, but not this exclusive version which I have. You only can get like the standard edition, which doesn't have like the 2 extra accessories. Now of course, you know, Catwoman, this particular version of her is based on Batman the animated series, which is my all-time favorite television series. And actually I have the complete series right here, like on DVD, all 4 volumes. And also have the Mask of the Phantasm movie too, which I saw in the theaters like when it was originally released. I also have that too as well. But yeah, I would definitely recommend picking this up. You know, if you're like a fan of this particular version of Catwoman, I would definitely recommend picking this one up. Especially if you're a fan of like Batman animated series too. You know, and I know about the Batman figures that they had, and I missed those. You know, but Mondo does have like a couple of other figures that I got my eyes on picking up too. You know, so. This is my first figure for them, so I am actually looking forward to picking up more of these. But if anything I did notice I thought was kind of wrong about it or off about it is the actual stand that you put Catwoman on. Her stand seems to be like, it seems like it doesn't really fit her. You can actually see it too. When you're putting her on her, you know, she actually can still fall off this if you're not careful, because the stand, it seems like it's just too small for her, or her body frame is just too thin for it, you know. Plus, I know it looks like you would definitely probably need the stand to actually make sure she stands securely. Because she does stand, but I'm sure she would actually topple over, like fall over, if you don't have the stand around to actually put her on, you know. So that's one thing I see kind of wrong with it. You know, it seems like the legs are kind of very loose too as well. But then I think it's a superb figure. I like the accessories that she come with, like the 2 cast ices. You know, you get 2 of those. You know, if you get the exclusive, I think that's cool. You know. So yeah, I definitely recommend picking this one up, you know. So this is the Mondo Catwoman 1/6 scale exclusive figure. I would definitely recommend picking this one up, you know. Please leave a comment and subscribe to as well.